Now, what's the relationship been between India and Pakistan since 1971?
Well, since 1946 is very bad,
Yeah.
and since 1971 is too. The reason why is the country is divided just because they want to be separated, just because they are Muslims or Islam. Nothing more than that. If at all they wanted to be separated because of the region-wise, that would have been a different case. But there's a person called Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was the first president of Pakistan, was the whole reason for the country to be divided. Of course, the person whom the lady has asked for, Gandhi, was also a person who's kind of easy on them to let them go. But the conflict that has started there has killed thousands and thousands of innocent people, while people are being separated because of this. Not the region-wise, because of the religion-wise. So since then, we don't have, there was many times our officials and the politicians have tried to have a good relationship with Pakistan, but since they are very much supporting the terrorism, there's no way that our country would have a good relationship with them.
Yeah, you guys probably heard the news about the guy who tried to blow up Times Square. Basically, he came from Pakistan, in India, Mumbai. It used to be called Bombay,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in, what year was it?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, there was a hotel that was attacked
Mm-hmm.
by some terrorists from Pakistan, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, India and Pakistan both have nuclear weapons.
Or do? Yes.
I mean, how likely is it that the two countries would just get tired of each other and shoot them all?
Well, our country has signed on the treaty with America, with your country, that it will not be the first country to fire a missile.
But if Pakistan fires a
That
missile,
will be definitely.
yeah,
That will be. That's not my word. That's how it goes.
yeah.
But for sure, Pakistan or the countries on that side, on that region, will be not just a problem to our country, it will be a problem for the entire world. You guys have to pray for that.
Miles?
Yes.
I saw the movie Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, Slumdog Millionaire.
Have you seen that?
I heard that.
Yeah, I saw it. Like,
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
and I saw the living conditions there were like, I'm sure that's not all of India, but is that a majority?
37% of the Indian population live in the same way. And there are about 30% of the Indian population. There are ones who have one meal each day. Just a meal. They are poor and the poorest people there in our country.
Roy?
What's India and Chinese, what are their relationship now?
It's not good. But on the front, I mean, behind the people, they shake hands and hug each other. But behind the screen, something is going on all the time.
So they
Because on
helped
the
you
northeast, yeah, yes sir.
first? They helped you first and then...
No, it's not helping. They never helped us. Never.
Oh, we shot somebody.
Well, that's maybe for a reason they can come and occupy their land too.
Oh, the Chinese,
Chinese
shot,
yeah, just,
but they weren't with y'all.
no, it's not. I can say our good friends whom we can trust is Russia. Russia. For sure. And when Clinton was here in your country, we were good friends. Even when Bush was here, we were good friends. But now with nah, we don't have a good relationship with your country now. I'm sad to say that.
All right, listen.
Well, I'm talking in a diplomatic way, but not as a Christian. We are one family.
Culture.
You ever eat the bacon?
Bacon.
Yes, sir.
Probably had it this morning, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I hadn't. What?
He's staying with the Gillums for
Yeah.
a few days, so.
I had pancake this morning.
Let's go to the next
Bacon.
item.
I like bacon.
We're running out of time. We got about 10 minutes left, but I really want to get to this. You mentioned that the big conflict between Pakistan and India dealt with religion.
Yes.
Now, what we've got here is 2 Hindu temples. This one decorated a lot. This one very tall, very intricate things on it. This was a picture here. These lights of a festival.
That was a festival. Yeah, that was during the festival.
In September, it reminded me of Christmas a little bit. Lights everywhere, parties, everybody in a good mood. And then this guy here is praying in the Ganges River, which I don't know if you guys have heard of that or not, but I mean, give us like a 5-minute overview, I guess.
Okay,
The river.
Ganges River, if you talk about the river, you know, I told you there are certain things in this creation, whatever they see, whatever they figured out as an amazing thing, they consider that belongs to God, or it is a form of God, just like the sun, or maybe moon is also God for them, or goddess. Like that, the river is also, for them, it's a goddess. This river has the origin from the Himalayan ski mountains. So this river starts there. I mean,
That's where Mount
that's the
Everest
origin.
is, right?
I'm sorry?
Mount Everest?
Yeah, Mount Everest. So that starts from there. So since the water flows from there with the, well, I mean, it's really clean. It used to be, but not now. They call it as goddess of river Ganges. I mean, it's a goddess for them. So if you take a holy dip in there, all your sins will be washed away. That's the belief.
Now,
Okay.
you said it used to be clean. A lot of towns have been built up around it.
And a lot of pollution.
What's that guy swimming in? I mean, what's in the river other than the flowers? What kind of pollution?
Oh, what kind of pollution? A lot of factories, and a lot of all the wastage and pumped through the rivers.
Okay. All right. Temples?
Yeah, there are so many temples. You'll see a temple almost at each and every end of a street, irrespective of the place you are in. It may be in south, or it may be south, it may be north. Anyway, temples are big time famous right now. Right now, religion has become a famous thing. I mean, it's a fancy thing. Everybody wants to go to a temple on a particular day. Not everybody goes to temple each and every day, but they pick a day for a particular god or goddess. For Monday, they go to a different god, and Tuesday, it's a different god, and Wednesday, that is different, and Saturday, it's a goddess.
Let's pause
Like
there
that.
for just a second.
Yeah.
How many gods are there, gods and goddesses in Hindu?
Well, they have about, let's say, over 30 million gods and goddesses in our country.
Wow.
Over 30 million.
And for a lot of the more popular gods, I guess, they'll have their own temple?
They have their own temple. Popular god, you would say, Shiva, Balaji, Sai Baba, Ram, Krishna, Sita. These are the famous god or goddesses. Yes, ma'am?
I know we're getting ready to leave, but were you born into a Christian family, or how did you become Christian?
Well, I was born into a Christian family. My father and mother also born into a Christian family, but not members of the church. Both are from Baptist background. But when they heard the truth, they accepted Christ and their baptism in Jesus Christ and added to the church. But my grandfather and grandmother, they were Hindus. And they heard the good news from the Britishers. And then they became the Christian believers. And after that, when they heard the truth, they became members of the church.
That's a good segue too, Connor. Let's go on to the pictures next one. Now, cobras are sacred in Hinduism too.
Oh yeah, cobra. I don't know why. I still don't have information for that. But for them, in fact, there is a god called Shiva. And you heard that name, Shiva. That is a god for the keeping the graveyard. So that god has something around his neck that is a cobra. That's a king cobra. Very poisonous snake. And they consider that to be a holy one too.
So they would not like killing the snake.
No, they won't. But until the time they get into their way, they won't do it. But if it get into their way, just kill it. We have to blame them because their belief is sometimes
Yes.